Hello, everybody. This is Cheryl Abram, and this is my Life Without a Witness channel. So I've been meaning to come back for a couple of days. I'm very active on social media, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, all that stuff. And someone posted something on LinkedIn, and let me read it to you. Let me read what they said. I won't tell you who it is, but I'll read what they have. It's a quote by Pope Francis. He says, according to this, rivers do not drink their own water, trees do not eat their own fruit, the sun does not shine on itself, and flowers do not spread their fragrance for themselves. Living for others is a rule of nature. We are all born to help each other. No matter how difficult it is, life is good when you are happy, but better when others are happy because of you. That's very nice and sweet and all that stuff. And it got several thumbs up, people who also liked it. But I commented on it and I said, I really like this, but I don't interpret it as living for others. So the thing that I really had issue with was when it says living for others is a rule of nature. We're all born to help each other. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. That's how I thought. I used to think that way, that we're here to help, other people and be altruistic and all that stuff. But yeah, I don't feel that's the reason. I don't feel that's the issue. So let me show you what I said. Well, I said I don't see it that way. I see it like we're here just like the sun, just like the flowers that were in the quote, that let off their fragrance, just like the trees that do what they do. They're not doing that for you. Okay? They're not. They're doing that because that's what they do. Okay? The qualities of the sun are heat and light, and that's just what the hell it does. Okay? It's being what it is. All right? And that's what I said. I said, just like the sun, we are here to be who we are. It's got nothing to do with you, but in that being, somebody may benefit, something may benefit from that, may get something from that. Okay. But I ain't here because of you to make you happy and all this other kind of stuff. That's crazy. Okay. That really is nuts. So she replied. Now I want to show you what her reply is. If I can get my life together over here and pull this thing up. There it is. All right, I know y'all cannot see that. That needs to be so much bigger. Is it getting bigger? It's not getting bigger. Hold on now. Resize. That's not going to make it bigger. Where is the other thing? Lord have mercy. I'm looking like Tracy on this thing. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay. All right, there we go. Okay, this is her reply. Cheryl, that is such a powerful interpretation. Thank you for sharing. I'm struck by the idea of authenticity and its ability to bring light to others. So she had a question down here. So she says, my more often than not, I find selflessness has to be cultivated, yet it yields a richness that I could not find alone. I wonder if the sun would hold so much value without those who benefit from its brilliance. Its authenticity and purposeful existence is absolutely powerful. And yet its meaning and influence is derived from its willingness to be present and serve us, the recipients of its warmth. If the outpouring of our authenticity creates tangible value for those around us, I agree. If we are authentically selfish, perhaps less so. So first of all, and I replied and I said, those are wonderful questions, and they are. So the way I see it is that, first of all, we are selfish. Okay, like I actually wrote an article for this online magazine. What the hell is the title of that article? I think it was like, all I can be is selfish. Okay, let me see if I can find that real quick. Yeah, so those are really good questions. And I feel like first of all, we are selfish. Okay, that's absolutely what we are. And then she mentioned value. Value is a funny thing. Okay, so I work in evaluation, or I used to work in evaluation. And let me make this smaller so I can talk to y'all. Work in evaluation. And I went, to see what evaluation really is, the meaning of it and all that. And I find that there are two, so instrumental value, right? And inherent value. With inherent value being like the diamond when it's still in the ground, covered up by dirt and rocks and all that. All right. According to us and the way we judge, okay, that diamond has no value, okay, because I can't use it to do anything for me. All right. So it has no instrumental value, right? However, it has inherent value just by being what it is. It has inherent value before I judge it as something. Okay. So that's the same thing with people, as part of nature. Everything in nature has inherent value. Okay. It ain't got shit to do with what you think it needs to be or should be or could be or whatever, or even is. All right. Because what you think it is not that either, So the value thing is, just opens a whole nother can of worms, Yeah. So my argument, my idea is still that, we're just here to be, right? Now, what's scary about that, which is what this title is, I have afraid to not know who we are. What I found is that when I started to question everything, okay, that included me. It included what I saw in the mirror, my thoughts about what I saw in the mirror, my thoughts about seeing and what that actually is and what I'm actually doing. And, when you really get in there and try to find out who you are, that shit gets weird and it gets really, really frightening. Okay. Because what I've seen, I keep going back to the same thing, is that I really don't know, and that state of unknowing is, man, it's crazy scary. It really is. It takes a lot of getting used to, but we talk a lot, especially in the workplace. Well, in the workplace and, whatever. We talk a lot about being authentic. All right. But we don't know. We don't know what that means. We really don't know what that means, nor do we know what it takes. You don't have to do anything to be authentic. Okay. What I found is you got to undo a whole bunch of shit. All right. To be authentic. And when you undo all that, what are you left with? I don't know. That's what you're left with. Okay. As far as you being able to grasp it, and hold on to it and, name it and control it and all this other kind of stuff. Okay. Where you end up, there's nothing to grab onto and nobody to grab onto it. That is really tough. That's a tough place to be if you're not used to that. I feel like I don't know if I say I'm getting used to it, but it's not as frightening to me as it was before. I would have a visceral reaction, when I, loosen my grip on what I knew to be true, right? Like a very, that reaction you get, like, how can I don't even know how to explain it, but you just feel it in your body. It's like, heat or something, just rising up, like you're just so scared, that's the way it was. And is sometimes, it could still be like that sometimes. But so I didn't respond to her with all that because that's just a lot. That's a lot of stuff. And I know when I start talking, when I get to talking, you just lose some people. When I first, began looking into this, began really being curious about life and who I am and all this stuff, I remember listening to people who were speaking very clear English. But I was like, what the hell are you talking about? I felt like I knew they were communicating something different. Okay, they were communicating something that I was that was familiar, but still I wasn't able to see that. It's like I don't know. I heard what they were saying, but I just didn't get it. I didn't get it. And it was very frustrating. It was extremely frustrating. I remember laying in my bed one day when I was still in Maryland, just crying. It wasn't loud. It was just tears coming out of my eyes just because I was so frustrated. Because I'm like, what the hell is it that I need to get? I know what it's not. I know what it isn't. It's not where I just came from. It's not this, it's not that, it's not what I just read, it's not what I just heard, it's not that. And that but what is it? That because it was just so frustrating. It was unbelievably frustrating. And I don't even know when. I couldn't tell you the day when it just wasn't anymore. And it's not like I found the answer, because I didn't. But I didn't find anything really. I just, what is it? I guess paid attention. I guess you can say that. I just started paying attention. I just started paying attention and being curious, wondering about more things. Not so I can have the right answer. I stopped being invested in being right. That's something else too. Stopped being so invested in being right, because some shit I feel like I still need to be right about, but I know I don't have to be. That's the thing. Okay, that's the whole kit and caboodle right there. I don't have to be. Like, I'm not stuck in whatever place, whatever emotion I'm in, whatever mindset, whatever physical place. I'm not stuck there. Okay, which gives you a whole new sense of freedom. Even if you feel like you can't get out of that situation, you can't get out of that mindset or that habit or whatever, to really see that you're in reality not stuck there, that's a really big hurdle that you've gotten over when we're really able to see that. You may feel, even if you feel stuck, claustrophobic, all that stuff, okay? If you feel that, okay, there's another feeling there There's a whole nother reality there that's just as visceral and present, that's saying you're not stuck. It has to be. It absolutely has to be. Because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be able to feel the opposite. Okay. It's just like that story I wrote. What is it called? The Color Red? I think it's called The Color Red. Where you would, if everything was red, everything, you know, you wouldn't know what the color red was, because you have to have something to contrast in order to see it. Okay. The contrast to the feeling like you're here, you're immovable, you can't move, you can't change, you can't be something else, you can't. The contrast to that is you actually aren't any of those things. Whatever you think you are, whatever I think I am, the reason why I can even feel that way is because I also know and feel that that's not what it is. All right. So it's just a matter of giving attention. Nothing needs to change or be different or whatever. Okay. We've just, I just gave so much of my attention to this, to all of this stuff, right? And I wrote another story called Lost. What is it? No, not Lost in Space. It was the other one where I talk about the video of the lady and her baby, where they're doing the still face experiment, where I talk about that contrast, and it's something else, I tell you. It's something else, but it's not anything spectacular. It's just, it's just what this, I don't know. I hate to sound like gurus and shit. I really do. I don't like that at all. I need to find another language to be able to speak about this stuff, because it does sound wooish, and it's not wooish. It's not woo. It's not, it's so real. It's like, I only need to believe when I don't know. Like, I don't believe in this laptop that's in front of me. Why would I believe in laptops when I got one right here that I'm using? Why would I believe in that? I don't need to, because it's right here. I can touch it and see it and throw it away and all this, I don't need to believe in laptops, right? So what I'm talking about, it's not nothing that needs to be believed. Okay? It's not. That's exactly what I'm talking about. It ain't nothing that needs to be believed at all. Okay? Just like the thing on my YouTube page, I say, God is real, but belief in God is not. Okay? That's what I see. All right, God is real, and I can't tell you what or who or God is, or whatever the hell you want to call it, because the minute I do that, that's not real. I'm telling you some idea that I have, packaging it in some kind of language or something, it stops being, what it actually is. Yeah. So I liked that, that she posted that, because it, gave me an opportunity to think about some stuff. Y'all, look how gray my hair is. Woo, child. My hair is horrible. I think I want to cut it all off. Cut it all off and just start over. I need to start over. And I'm not scared to be bald. See, it needs to grow on the sides and stuff. I've been having braids in my hair forever. I don't think it would look bad, But I don't know. I got to think about this because I'm about to start work soon, a couple weeks. Finally, it has happened to me. About to start work, child. All right, let me go. I've been on here like 20 minutes. That's all I wanted to say. All right, so I will talk to y'all later. End broadcast.